Baseball is such a weird sport because the Toronto Blue Jays have played 12 games. They have 150 left to play, and yet last night's win over the Dodgers felt like a must-win for Toronto. There's just something about a 5 or 6 game losing streak that just seems to dampen the spirits of an entire city. But I think more importantly, for Toronto this year, there was a lot of expectations put on this team. And I think a lot of people forget that baseball is the longest season in professional sports. And it's a season that takes forever. I mean, you think a 6 game losing streak is tough in April? Wait until they're on a 5 or 6 game losing streak in August. That's when it feels the absolute worst. But I think even for the players, you could just see the relief in, look at Vladdy's reaction when he caught that ball from Hoffman last night to end that game and finally snap the lose streak. And then you got just cynical people like me that are going to come out and just talk about how bad things are going and everything they can do to change it. And I'm going to pretend like I'm smarter than John Schneider and I could manage this baseball team because that's just what we do. We're fans. Fans are short for fanatic. I have another channel I talk about football, and I say it all the time. We're fans and we think we know more than everybody. We think we're the smartest. But maybe at least in the early stages of the season, last night's win could have been a turnaround, or it could be brutal and they could go into the Minnesota series and disappoint some more. And Minnesota is going to be an interesting series because both those teams are kind of up and down teams, right? Like Minnesota has showed the same inconsistencies that Toronto has showed. And I think that that's really what I just like to see Toronto clear up. Because if they can play clean baseball and play small ball and play Blue Jay ball, they can go toe-to-toe with anybody. I'm not somebody who believes this team is just going to be a team of mashers. They'll run into them. Obviously, Vladdy's going to get his home runs. Springer's going to get his home runs. Maybe Varsho could turn on them. When Barger comes back, when he turns things around, he can turn on some home runs. But this team wins the way they won last night with, taking walks, stealing bases, forcing the other team to make mistakes, playing clean at the end of the game. And I think, at some point, we're probably going to have to talk about Jeff Hoffman because clearly it's concerning what's going on with him. We saw it last season that he would blow some saves. Obviously, the World Series that nobody's gotten over. But I think even more importantly, just he already has a blown save this year. And it was an adventure last night. But, I mean, that's neither here nor there. We'll address that as the season goes on. But crucial win for the Blue Jays last night. And let's just hope that they can get it. I'll be at the ballpark Friday night to watch the Twins and Jays. And let's go.